There I am.
You know?
The number you have dialed is not in service.
I'm there. Hey, welcome everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, along with the amazing Dangerous Dave, everybody. He's here and live and well. Everybody's here at the crew, the producer, Captain Kurt, up there. And, of course, Fast Eddie over here, over my right shoulder, doing what he does every day. What are you doing? Good morning, Eddie.
Morning.
You all right up there?
Yeah.
Okay. You look a little okay. You okay?
Yeah, actually, I got my hair cut this week, but it's wind blown this morning.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
So that seems to be the thing to do. However, who are these guys that were here this weekend? The Van Morrison people?
Yes.
Somehow
Excellent.
word got out that I had cut all my hair off, and they got here and said, "You haven't cut your hair." And I said, why would I? But so anyway, we won't do that. Anyway, good morning. A great weekend again at the Orange Blossom Opry. If you were here, the Van Morrison guys were good.
They were very good.
And we had a great weekend because what did we do Thursday night? We did classic country.
Classic country, and then our Friday Night Live.
The classic country thing is really taken on a life of its own. It started out a little, I don't know, I want to say slow, but, a couple hundred people showing up. And now it's turned into kind of crazy.
It's a monster.
Yeah, it's a monster. He did the monster mash. Do it, everybody. He did the monster mash. You guys aren't very good. Wake up, everybody. Got a big crowd here this morning. And as every day here at the Orange Blossom Opry, the show's all about y'all. If you're here, we're glad you're here. Online, wherever you're watching, Facebook, I don't know what else we're on, YouTube, what else are we on?
Spotify,
all of that
Instagram.
stuff. Monopoly, whatever we're on. Anyway, it's all about questions, so if you have questions, ask out there on Facebook, wherever you are, and our producer, Captain Kurt, will take care of it. And you folks here, if you have a question, simply raise your hand, and our buddy Mike, who's here this morning, or as in every morning, will show up with a microphone. He's Mike with the mic, and we'll be able to hear you. And we'll just have a big old time, because that's what we do here. And here's Dave with an important message on how to find us on all of those social media.
Well, you can find us by downloading our Orange Blossom Opry app. With the Orange Blossom Opry app, you can locate all the shows that are coming in. You can buy tickets. You can watch replays of this show. And it's available absolutely free on any of your mobile devices, Android or iPhone.
I want to talk to you about my phone. Your phone, if you have a question, Mike will get over there. Your phone, my phone is weird, and I don't know how to shut this off, but I can simply mention something, and all of a sudden, my phone starts showing me all of these ads. How does that phone do that? Because that's
it's magic. It reads your mind.
I mean, if I sit there and said, hey, I'm thinking about drilling a hole in my head, all of a sudden you'd start getting these ads for if you go to Turkey, you can get a hole drilled in your head or something. I don't know, but it's the weirdest thing. Good morning, sir. Say your name and where you're from.
John, I'm from Canada.
Hey, John from Canada. How are you?
Good. I want to talk about your app that you say so much about every week. Have you ever gone and tried to buy tickets? Because it's absolutely useless on my iPhone and on the Android.
Oh,
you
is
have
it?
to buy tickets. To buy tickets, we end up bailing and pulling out our computer, or like today, we come in person and buy it. But you can't buy 2 tickets at a time. And if you make a mistake, it doesn't let you bail out. And if you make a comment online, somebody censors it all because it never seems to ever make it on a page.
So the app sucks, Red, is what you're saying. Just
say
saying.
that?
Well, it's new. We're still trying to work out the bugs.
It can't be that new. You talk about it all the time. And if you've never logged in and tried to use it.
All right, you're not allowed to talk about it no more, Dave.
I
Till we
use
get
it on
the bugs out.
I'll just say that I use it on Android, and I've never had to buy a ticket to a show here. So
Yeah, so we don't know. Yeah, we have a special deal with our bosses that we get to free tickets because we play. But we'll have people look into the app.
yeah, definitely. We'll
Only
definitely
when you
check
play
it out.
good.
Yeah,
It's good to know that we need that kind of feedback to let
just
let
get up there.
our app designers troubleshoot that.
Let them know it sucks. Okay. So, yes, ma'am. You have to have mic.
The other half.
The other half. Now here's the other half. Yes.
Good morning, Susan from New Jersey.
Hi, Susan.
I just want you to know something, and you talk about the phone knowing that when you talk about something. So I said to my husband the other day, I said, so I'm going to do this chair yoga for senior citizens, and I'm going to download. And he says, oh, okay, that sounds really good.
Chair yoga?
Chair yoga. So because
Chair. Sitting in the
Chair
chair.
yoga.
Chair.
Oh, you're from
Yo-
Jersey. Sorry, I forgot.
yeah, I know.
You guys
I
put an
can't-
A after
I
everything. Hey,
can't help
hey,
it.
hey. It's a chair yoga.
But
Okay, I got it.
here's the thing.
Yep.
He starts getting advertisements for chair yoga
Oh,
on
yeah.
his phone. They're tracking him. We're tracking me.
You know, is there a way? I wonder if there's a way you can shut that whatever that thing is off on your phone because
It's
a
called the
little-
power button.
Get a flip phone.
shut it off.
Turn the phone off, and
You
then
got to
you got
get a
no
flip
worries.
phone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, go back to the flip phone. It doesn't matter because I mean I could just be talking about anything. And you know, my wife, who doesn't realize it, but has a shoe fetish, and she'll start talking about whatever, some shoe, or even be show. Hey, look at this! And next thing you know, I'm getting women's shoe ads. And why would I get that on my phone? But
That's probably on purpose.
That might not be an accident. That
Yeah.
might be just her way
Yeah.
of getting it to you.
Bobby will buy it. Send it
You,
to Bobby.
you know, Keith and I went running around yesterday, and you know who we ran into?
I don't.
We ran into Kit Lang.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Kit, piano player. Our
Where'd
buddy.
you see
I just
him?
called him this morning.
at,
he
at the
didn't
Guitar
answer.
Center.
Oh yeah, he's an awesome awesome player too.
But
yeah.
he knows where to get some really cool jackets.
Oh, does he?
So I asked him about it, and now I'm getting all kinds of jacket ads on my phone.
Yep, there you
Great.
go.
Thanks a lot.
So you know what you could do is I'm going to go by Eddie's phone and just say a bunch of foul things.
No,
And then when
no.
he gets home, his
I'm
wife will
blocking
go,
him.
"Wow, what are you doing? Why are you looking at bondage with?"
No,
with
Eddie's gonna be
sheep?" I don't know.
Eddie's gonna be getting Polka's greatest hits.
Yeah. Oh, that's
polka.
what we had to do is go in and talk about polkas.
No.
Or Brooks and Dunn meet Neon Moon meets Polka.
Oh,
Polka
yeah.
Neon Moon. That'd do it.
The story behind Neon Moon. All right. Well, anyway, this Thursday we got a big show here. It's going to be our showcase and getting close to the last showcase, and it is a BOGO, which it says, which BOGO means buy one, go on. Buy one, get one. That's what it means. And let's see, on the show this Thursday night, we're bringing back our Playboy Bunny, everybody, our local resident Playboy Bunny. Now, she's 103, but by God, in her day, she rocked. Her name's Patty Crisp, and she is beautiful, still beautiful, and a sweetheart of a lady. She'll be here. She likes to sing the blues. She'll be here. Mike Peterson will be here. It's funny, I have two friends named Mike, and they're both ex-police officers. Anyway, he'll be here. Let's see, Chop will be here, and who else is coming? I got this down here. Christine Sanders is coming, and I don't know how to say Sue's last name. Sue
Lefebvre?
Fleur, her name. She'll be here. So it's a big old lineup on Thursday night, and it is a BOGO, which means if you buy one, you can bring somebody with you, and that's how that's going to go. On Friday night, it's Friday Night Live. There may be some tickets left for that. Come on out and see us because there's only 2 more Friday Night Lives left until the break, and then we'll talk about that. Yeah, question? Go ahead.
I got several questions.
All right, come on. Bring
The first one is from
You can find all this information on our app. Now, our Orange Blossom Opry app that we do have on our phone sucks. So it'd be best just to go in the office and ask all those people about it. Now, go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry about that, sir. Yes, yeah, go ahead. Bring them on.
The first one's from Karen DeVries. What kind of guitar is the black 12-string Dougie used for Hotel
Oh,
California?
man.
It's a company called Brownsville.
Very
It
good,
was
Dave.
the house brand for Sam Ash Music. Sam Ash actually has closed all their retail stores. There's still an online presence. But Sam Ash was a big famous music store in New York.
So does that make that guitar a collector's item now? No.
I don't know about that, but I mean, it's the Brownsville was basically their most affordable line, just a entry level kind of guitar. But that particular guitar sounds really good. I don't know if any modifications have been done to it.
I got that's actually my guitar, but I bought that guitar over at the music store when they had a music store in Wildwood. Excuse me, Bond's Music over there, and I'm sorry, excuse me. And I bought that guitar, and then we started doing hotel, and Dougie started using it. So, but it sounds really good,
And
man.
it stays in
doesn't
tune really well, which is really difficult for a 12-string electric especially.
I'm glad you're here, Dangerous, because somebody else asked that question, and the answer to me was deer in the headlights. I bought it and messed around with it for a while, but it's Dougie's. Got anything else, Captain?
Yes.
Come on.
Do any of the band members have a tattoo?
I think all of us do.
Not all of us.
Oh, not you. I forgot.
I've been riding. I bought my first Harley Davidson in 1974. I bought my first Harley, and I've had a Harley Davidson, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, and been riding my whole life, and I have no tattoos. So there you go. I'm a clean slate. So there you go. Well, I don't know if it's anything to applaud, but
Sounds like you need one.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now, Eddie, you still have that dragon in tights tattooed on your back, right?
Yeah, Linda Carter.
Yeah, Linda Carter. Yeah, he's got Linda Carter tattooed on his. I don't know. You know why? I mean, I have nothing against him. I never felt that I've thought about it a couple times, and then I just don't know what I'd get that I would like. I thought about having Mom, you know, because put on your backside there, because if you tipped upside down and say "wow," then I thought, well, that'd have double meaning. But I talked myself out of that. And so, what? Anyway, so I haven't really found anything that I thought I wanted to stick on my body that I would look at every day and go, wow, I'm glad I did that. So anyway.
I know Keith has a couple tattoos, and I have tattoos. I don't think Chris does.
I don't think Chris has a tattoo. I don't think he
I don't
does.
think Randy does either, but I don't know about Doug. You never know what goes on in the mind of Dougie.
Yeah, Doug's a strange, not strange, how about complicated? Excuse me, y'all.
Complicated.
No, he's very smart, so.
Yeah,
Anyway.
my mom was very disappointed when I got my first tattoo.
Oh, my mom, my sister, I had a fake tattoo one time that I had drawn on there. You know, you can get those fake tattoos at the bike rallies. So I got something that, you know, I don't know, some ridiculous thing. And my sister, my youngest sister, was so PO'd at me. She was livid. And I said, it'll wash off or wear off in a couple days. So no tats. Anything else? Nope. Good. Keep rolling.
Okay.
All right. Well, this Saturday.
We have a good one coming in.
Yeah, man. Meatloaf tribute guy. I talked to him yesterday. We're pretty well squared away
You
with
get to
him.
meet the loaf.
Yep, they're really good. I wasn't really a Meatloaf fan. I mean, I didn't. I listened to 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad. Everybody heard that song. You'd have to live under a rock if you didn't. But I stayed last year for some reason to watch their show, and it was really good. They were
really good.
Man, I don't know why I did that. Whatever I have in there is trying to get out.
You know, an odd piece of trivia about Meatloaf, the actual artist Meatloaf.
It's pretty good with ketchup.
Well, no, Meatloaf is awesome. That's one of my favorites, especially the way Chef Chris makes it. But
Oh, yeah.
no, the artist Meatloaf, his daughter is married to the guitar player from the heavy metal band Anthrax.
Meatloaf's daughter.
Meatloaf's daughter is married to
Look at you. coming here to the
Scotty
rescue.
and the guitar player from Anthrax.
She's not just the donut girl.
Yeah, I know. Man, I don't know. Well, that's pretty awesome. So
Yeah,
what was
so-
that guy's? Anybody know what his real name was? Because surely you don't bring a little baby home from the hospital and go, honey, don't you think our child's beautiful, little boy? What should we call him? Should we call him David? Or a pretty cool name, you know. Let's call him Meatloaf. Who the hell does that? He must have a
Okay,
real
I gotta
name.
look it up.
Are you going to Google it? All right. Anyway, well, they're awesome. They'll be here on Saturday. And were you a Meatloaf fan, Eddie?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know they hired me to be a Paradise by the Back seat tester.
What?
Yeah, when I was a teenager. Yeah.
Oh,
You never you tell me you never listened to that song?
No.
In a car,
no.
steamed windows.
Not in the back window. Yeah, I can't imagine you. The only thing I can't imagine you in the back seat of a car with steamed up windows, unless somehow you got a portable shower in the damn thing.
We have another.
Question. Come on.
John from Canada.
Yeah, John?
Mr. Negativity today.
Yeah, that's okay.
Come into your shows lately. What's going on with people leaving halfway through the show? Van Morrison cleared out halfway before the show was done. Your Friday Night Lives, you've been playing up on stage, and people are getting up and leaving. And I see you are even looking PO'd at the stage here when everybody's leaving. So
I've
what's
never seen
what's
anybody.
happening?
I've never seen anybody get up and leave
Well,
on
you
Friday
can't
Night
see.
Live.
You can't see from where
No,
you
I
are.
can see if they go out that way.
But
The,
is it
the
in
other
the back
shows,
door?
I don't know the answer to that question.
What's going on all of a sudden?
Well, I don't
Great
know.
music and people.
Maybe they have to pee.
It-
You ever think of that?
I think it's
Or
beating
maybe
the
they-
traffic.
Or maybe they already peed.
Yeah.
And they have to and go, and they have to go home for that. You know, one thing, I don't see many people leave Friday Night Live. I can see the auditorium pretty good. I fake most of the time, but when the lights aren't in my face, I'm over there. I can see it. I don't see many people leaving, but who knows? I don't know. May
I
get
think
late
it's
in the
one of
day.
those-
And on Friday Night Live, it's kind of an ongoing joke, but I do think that certain people know what's coming up for the last song, so they'll jump out and try to beat the traffic, you know.
Well, Eddie, maybe you could show some light on this. You've been a man that has wet yourself many times at a concert.
And vomited too. Yeah.
Well,
That's
Could
my
be.
Rick Derringer moment, man. He
Rick
led into
Derringer?
that guitar, and I was like, that's it.
yeah. Well, I've never done that.
That was a tequila sunrise drinking contest on the way.
I
to
have an
the-
answer for our meatloaf question, by the
Okay,
way.
his real name is.
Michael Lee Aday.
Aday?
Aday.
I
Or
thought
it
that
might
was
be
a.
Aday.
Isn't that a type of commode? Oh, it's a bidet.
Well, actually, he was born Marvin Lee Aday, but he took the name Michael and then
Yeah.
became professionally known as Meatloaf.
I wonder at what point of your life you say, you know what? I'm going to change my name to Chicken Casserole or some kind of meat name like that, Meatloaf.
Well, you know that when you think about it, people remember that name.
Oh, yeah,
Meatloaf,
they do. A lot more than they do Michael Bidet or whatever she said it was.
He was born in Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. All right. Well, I'll tell you, though, all you can ask for in your life is a song that big. Because everybody knows, I want you. Everybody knows that song, man. I guess he had a song called Bad Out of Hell. I don't remember that
Oh,
song.
that's Powerhouse.
Was that
That's-
Meatloaf?
Yeah,
Eddie?
that's the intro. It's the name of the album, and it's a great intro song because it's just Powerhouse.
Is that something you think we need to learn?
Sure.
Okay. You come out and sing it?
Laura, we'll get Laura to do it.
Oh,
Laura,
is it a girl
yeah.
song or is it just
Nah,
real
but
hot?
she could do it. I know. I have faith in Laura. She could sing
I
that.
don't see Laura Kay singing Bad Out of Hell, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
Meatloaf.
okay.
Yeah, because most of it's instrumental. Most of it's just Powerhouse instrumental.
then maybe you could sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, sign language.
Yeah, just come on out, Eddie, and let her rip. Oh, I got it from here. Guitar solo.
Yeah, that's right. Take it.
Speaking
Take
of
it,
guitar
Doug.
solo, I've been working on your guitar solo for you, so I'll be ready this week to.
Working on her guitar solo.
No, working on. Yeah, it is. Where's Mike? Yeah, it's y'all's song. We had it on the set list last week. Mike's and Karen have asked for 1,000 Miles from Nowhere for over a year, or just about a year. And you know, some songs I think we can play this, and some songs I think we can't. Well, Dangerous said I think I can sing that, so we had it worked up. We're going to surprise you guys last Friday night. We got into rehearsal and it didn't go so well.
Yeah, surprise, didn't
Yeah.
work.
Well, with my little injury here, it was a lot harder to play and sing at the same time than I expected.
Yeah. So I learned the guitar part that I have this week. So this Friday night we should have.
So how is the finger, Dave?
Yeah. How's it going, man?
It's
that
not falling
baby-
off yet.
Nasty.
It don't look too good.
But it stopped hurting already?
No.
No. Golly.
It still hurts, but I'm purposely not doing anything to aggravate it right now. You know, it's funny because we had Thursday with the Classic Country
Just reach
Show.
over there and show Eddie what finger it is again. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
There you go.
I had a driver do that to me yesterday. Told me I was number one.
Number one.
Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, anyway, we had Thursday night, and I played Thursday night the Classic Show, and Friday morning it felt fine. Then we played Friday Night Live, and Saturday morning it felt fine. And then we did the short show opening for Van Morrison.
Yeah.
And Sunday morning it ached like nobody's
really?
business. I don't know if it was because I played a lot more like solo guitar on Saturday afternoon, or I did a lot more bends or something. But man, Sunday morning it was.
I
it was
have the
aching.
answer. I did it myself. I can do it. I'm a trained professional. I remember where I was. We were in Montana on the bus, 1,000,000 miles from, 1,000 miles from nowhere. And that just, I was probably that far in, I could not get it to stop hurting. And if you take a whole hot pin, get it hot and run it right through the top of that fingernail, you'll scream for Jesus and hope that he comes back. But in a couple minutes, it'll be better. You'll
Well,
go
I have an appointment with my doctor Thursday, so I'm going to talk to them about it. And
about putting the pin in it. See if they can get you some
Too late for
medication.
that now. It's all hardened up in there.
yeah, I don't think anything, because my brother and I were talking about that, and he did the same thing, that he waited like several days, and then
Oh,
he tried to
that-
do it, and
yeah, it didn't
nothing
work.
happened.
Yeah, they'll just probably cut it off and give you a thimble to put on the end of it.
Let me tell you a funny story about Montana. I was in, we were in Montana with Confederate Railroad, and I can't remember where we were, but I just remember it was in Montana. Anyway, our bus driver, who I love to death, I'm still friends with him, Don. I think he drives, who's the guy that, I got my brain is just dead. So the guy that had That Ain't My Truck, his name is
Oh,
Rhett
Rhett.
Akins.
Yeah.
His son is a big country star, and his
Thomas
name
Rhett.
Thomas Rhett. So he drives Thomas Rhett's bus now. But anyway, so he's, we'd been driving all night. Now, it's hot outside, but inside those buses, if you've ever been in a tour bus, they keep them really cold, like really cold. And I like it because I don't like to be hot. Anyway, so I get this idea. It's like probably 6 o'clock in the morning or something. And Don's going to get out, same routine, pull in with the bus, get it fueled. And then in those truck stops, they have those little ladders. You climb up that ladder and you push the ladder in front of the bus and you can clean the windshield, the driver's side, and you go over and you can clean the passenger side. Well, the passenger side of a bus when you're inside is where the stairwell is. So the stairwell goes down there. If you sit in the passenger seat, your feet go over the stairwell, but you can put them up on the dash, so there's a dash. So I get this idea. I'm watching Don over there. He's cleaning the window on the driver's side. I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something really funny. I'm going to yank my britches down, and I'm going to pop up there and put my backside right up against that window and watch Don as he does it. Well, I think it's all a good idea, and I'm not kidding you, man. The minute my butt hit that window, it went just like, I don't know why it did that. $600 later.
So many things I think of that I just can't say.
that we,
Is that gonna be-
$600 later, we were on the road.
That's
and,
going to be in the book.
Yeah, I'm not writing a book. So anyway, I don't know why I thought of that, because I guess I thought about
I'll
mine.
write it for you. We'll just make up stuff.
We'll be in Montana, won't we, Mike, this summer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cook City we'll be in. All right, then rolling along, everybody. Next week, our bass player from Days Gone By, Kevin Kingston, will be here. And he's going to do the CCR show, tribute to Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah, he came in Friday, and he and I worked on some parts.
Is he going to play guitar too?
Yeah, he's gonna play most of the guitar.
I had to go buy a harmonica just for him because he sings in some weird flat key. So $60 later, but wasn't like the windshield, but it's still. Anyway, and then that'll be our last show till the break. And not that anybody's in a hurry, but our last show will be Saturday night. We'll probably get out of here about 10 o'clock. And less than 12 hours later, if I don't oversleep this year.
You're not gonna.
Okay, yeah, I overslept last year. I told all my buddies, meet me at 6 o'clock at the racetrack and we'll go. And you know, you're all hyped up about this. And, I've had my motorcycle packed for the week before. And when that phone rings in the morning, you know it's not good because you know you overslept. So we got a little bit of a start. Anyway, so we'll be done with that. So that's 2 more Friday Night Lives. And this week, we'll do a classic country show before that.
Yep.
And our guest will be
Emma Lane.
Emma Lane. Yeah, I talked to her yesterday, and she's all
awesome.
excited about coming. So it should be good. And then, I didn't know this, but Laura Kay is starting a new show. And it's going to be, I don't know how to explain it. It's just going to be a great show. Let's just call it a really good variety show because it's going to be her. She sings great. And a bunch of great singers. And I really wasn't paying attention, but Chris Golden's daughter's going to be on there.
Yeah,
Did you know
Elizabeth.
that?
Yeah, Elizabeth's going to be on the
Elizabeth
first
Golden's
show.
going to be on the first show.
Yeah, it's funny that when Elizabeth shared the post, Chris posted on there, well, if you need a backup guitar player, I know where you can find one.
He texted me a couple days ago, and said, hey, let's meet up in Jackson Hole. And I said, sounds good. And he's leaving. He's just out there on vacation, too. He's leaving the day we get there. So I've known those guys for forever. But Jay Allen, who has not been here in a long, long time, is going to come back and play. He's really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We were supposed to back him last year before the break, and he had some health issues, I think. And
I can't say that. I was going to be funny, but I won't be funny. He had a garage door or something fall on his head or something like that. I guess.
I'm not sure. I've never met him, but I've heard lots of
you
great
haven't?
things about him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's real good. I produced a record on him up in Nashville a few years ago, before I was living down here full time, when Nathan's studio was still in Nashville. And he's got a big old voice, but he sings real good. And got real good stage presence and everything. I can't remember who else is going to be here. Somebody else is going to be here.
Eli Rogers.
Eli Rogers, that rascal, whose first name now is Officer Rogers. He's is he a sheriff's department or police department? Sheriff's department, I think. I don't know. I think it's sheriff's department. There's a big difference in that, Mike.
There is.
Being a sheriff versus why is it the
Well, down here, the sheriffs really take over the priority of law enforcement. Not everybody has a municipal police department, whereas up north, everybody's a municipal and to a state, and the sheriff kind of is a background guy. But down here, they're the primary.
I've been in 3 wrecks since I've been
Well,
here.
that's Florida Highway Patrol. So,
Yeah, and the highway patrol has to come.
yeah, they
Why-
take care of all the accidents.
Is that like that
crashes.
up north? I don't remember that.
No, up north, locals take care of accidents as well.
Yeah, see, I never. I've been in 3 wrecks since I've been here, and none of them my fault. But
That's what they all say.
no, tore the back off my car, wrecked my wife's truck twice. So anyway, I don't even want to go down that road. We're going to get off that. So moving right along. Anyway, her show starts back the
First Thursday, August 7th.
August 7th. Big lineup of folks, man, so you want to get tickets for that. And then August, and also don't forget, man, online out there, if you're watching, we'll take your questions. If you got something you want to know about, let us know. If you want to know something about Eddie, we'll tell you anything.
Sure.
Then starting in August, we kind of stayed country in August a little bit, because we've got Alabama, the boys in the band. John Denver, of course, kept the
Dr. Carl.
Dr. Carl. Ultimate George Strait tribute, which is a new guy this year. Sean Gerhardt, who's the Garth Brooks guy, he's awesome. And then the one that Eddie's waiting for, Shania Twain.
Yeah.
2 shows, brand new tribute to Shania Twain. You know anything about her, Eddie?
She looks good.
Deep.
All right.
She wears spandex.
All right.
I'm
Cheetah
in.
print.
Yeah. Zebra print spandex.
And then the whole month of August, we're still doing Friday Night Lives, y'all, on 1, 8, 15, 22, and 29. And our classic country are going to move to Sunday afternoons. So that'll be at 2:30, not every Sunday, or at least not yet.
Once a month, I believe.
Yeah, I think we're just, is it the first Sunday, Roger? Can't remember. Or does it fluctuate?
I think it's the second Sunday.
Second Sunday? All right, well, there's only 4 Sundays in the month, so it's got to be one of those Sundays, all right? So it's one of the Sundays in August, and then that would probably make it one of the...
And important news today, going on sale today is our tickets for the September shows.
Oh, they are today?
Yep.
You can get tickets for today?
Effective today, right?
Yeah, but just not on the app. All right, well, I lost my September, but I'll find it somewhere. And when I do, there it is.
It's the start of the Rock the OBO series.
Yeah, it's Rock the OBO. My buddy Tommy's going to be here. You guys, you got to come and see him September 6th. He's awesome. He's just awesome. But he's a rock and roll guy, so don't show up if you're wanting to hear
Neon
Faded
Moon.
Love, Neon Moon. He'll probably play Smoke on the Water, though.
That'll work.
Yeah, Stealing Peaches, the Allman Brothers Band, Linda Ronstadt tribute, Born in the USA, Bruce in the USA, Bruce Springsteen with No Politics. How's that? We'll make sure that happens, because who runs sound here? Nathan, he won't get in here and do politics. He'd be crazy to do that. We'll shut his ass off. Artemis Pyle Band featuring Bo Bice, who was a winner on...
American Idol.
Yeah. Can you guys, can you all remember the talent shows? So there's American Idol. Before American Idol, there was Star Search. Before Star Search, there was, what was the guy's name? Somebody will Google it. It was something called the good, something good time hour thing. I can't remember what it was. Ray Mackey.
Lawrence Welk, Good Time Hour.
No, Lawrence Welk wasn't a talent show. Did you have to watch Lawrence Welk, Eddie?
No, hell no.
You didn't?
No. If
I-
I did, I ran out of the room.
Well, I was. How many of y'all watch Lawrence Welk? All y'all, right?
Accordion's like a banjo to me.
Hey,
I
look
run.
though, man. I got to tell you something. I can't remember his name, but the guy that played accordion on that show was. And I'm not really into accordion, but that guy was like some kind of freak. I'm not kidding you. He was unbelievably amazing. And when Jimmy Sturr came here, you remember him because remember you were going to quit here and take a job with him.
Sure.
Go on the road playing polkas, weren't you?
And a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
They
He
were
said he used
actually, they were very good. They were very good.
They were unbelievable. But that guy used to play with him. I can't think of his name, but Daniel Opry for years. Great fiddle player. And moved to Zephyr Hills and was living in Zephyr Hills. And I just saw that he passed away a couple days ago. So he was a great fiddle player. All right, enough about death, unless you want to talk about your career, Eddie. It's pretty dead.
Crash.
Okay.
Roger threatened to fire me this week, and then hired me back.
Who, Roger? No. He did fire you and then hired you back, or
It was
just
close. It was really close. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can't imagine why you do that. You hardly get under anybody's skin, Eddie. I don't know how that could even happen. You dangerous?
I was giving him the inside scoop on some of the plans for the new shows.
Some of your plans?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That'll be-
Yeah, it's top secret.
Well, it's all become very clear to me now. I can see Mr. Byers now.
It's gonna be like a bat out of hell is what it's gonna
Yep.
be right there, like the Meatloaf song.
Roger's funny sometimes because he's not our boss, Roger. He's sitting up there, so I don't want to say too many bad things about him. But he's got patience like I wish I had half of his patience because I'm not a very patient guy. But when things are whatever they are, instead of like blowing up or like getting PO'd like you'd think he just looks to the floor. He's just got this look, and you know when he's looking down on the floor, and then occasionally his head will start going like this. And you think, I better get off this subject and move on. Anyway, he's awesome. Our bosses are awesome. Do you not think so?
Absolutely.
Not saying that because one of them's here, but that's just the truth. I'll tell you, they're pretty cool folks. We're lucky to have them as bosses because, dear God, if we had Eddie for a boss. Eddie, what would you do if we said, you're the boss, and what can you do? What would you do with this place?
I'd
Would you
get
put
an all-girl
fire-
band.
all-girl band?
He'd fire me too.
He'd fire Kurt. That'd be
Spandex.
Spandex, stripper pole probably.
No, I'd keep Kurt around.
Oh,
I'd
would
keep
you?
Kurt. Yeah.
Kurt works awful
Yeah.
hard. Kurt doesn't
He
lie.
wouldn't be allowed near the band, the all-girl band. He wouldn't be allowed to be near them.
Right. Well,
I'd be in charge of that.
Wait, the all-girl band?
Yeah.
What's different than now?
oh,
Hey,
kabang. And one for the Kurt, one for Captain. Well, anyway, September and October, pretty good. You got any favorites coming, Dangerous?
my favorite that's going to be coming in is going to be November 15th, the Soul Sacrifice, the Santana guys.
They're awesome.
Those guys are amazing. And the Bon Jovi guys were really, really good too. And of course, you got to go with the Hotel California guys too.
I'm excited to see the Artemis Pyle Band because he was the drummer in Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Was he after Bob Burns?
Yes. Yeah, he
So
took
Burns
Bob's
played
place.
on Sweet Home Alabama, but then when they went to Free Bird and all of that stuff, that's Artemis Pyle.
Yes.
And Give Me 3 Steps,
Yes.
that's all Artemis Pyle.
And he's the last surviving member of that plane crash.
Yeah.
He's the only one left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so they're going to play all Skynyrd music?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, he did release some albums on himself. So
Did he sing or just play drums?
I think he just played drums, but I think he wrote some songs.
I got you. And somebody else sang them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bo Bice, who's going to be here, who was on one of those talent shows, American Idol or something. You said he lost to Carrie Underwood?
Yeah, he was second place to Carrie Underwood.
Well, there you go. Well, he's the lead singer. I'm kind of looking forward to them. And then there's going to be a ZZ Top tribute band.
Thunderbeard.
Yeah, I hope they play the old stuff.
Yeah, like Jesus Just Left Chicago, that kind of stuff.
Yep, man, some of that old stuff they played was so good. I don't remember much of the new stuff, but
Blue Jean Blues and
oh yeah. I just remember when that stuff came out. It was like You know, it sounded a lot like, who's that band that had Keep Your Hands to Yourself? Remember
The
when-
Satellites, Georgia Satellites.
Remember when they came out? That was about the most raw sounding guitar thing. I mean, when it was just like a guitar plugged into an amp that's blown up, and just turn it on stun, and then that guy sang. What I can tell you most about that song is I was on tour with Hank Jr. when that song came out, and so Hank Jr. would get up there and play that song for 45 minutes, I swear. Get his guitar up front, a couple of shots of Brown, and away he'd go. He'd play that song. But when you get out there, he liked that song a lot. Anyway, Georgia Satellites, they're not coming. Hotel California, Be Here, Free Fallin', a tribute to Tom Petty. Bon Jovi tribute. Hey, do you think, was Bon Jovi that good, or did all the girls just go crazy because he was handsome?
I thought they were real good. I
Were
was a
they
big
good?
fan of them back in the 80s.
Did
yeah.
y'all like Bon Jovi? Yeah, you did. Karen, you did? His music? I mean, it wasn't about him being pretty or nothing. No, it had nothing to do with that? You think if he looked like Eddie, you'd still be that crazy about him with that crazy hair and stuff?
Absolutely, I'd be even more crazy about him. If
You're
he
more crazy about if you look like Eddie. Well, Eddie's a rock star. Don't ever think he's not. Because at any given time, he can metamorphosize and show up with that damn helmet and whatever it is. Right? What do you got going? That mirror ball
spandex
helmet?
and the-
Yeah, mirror ball helmet.
Your whole damn
mirror
head
ball
looks
guitar.
like a mirror ball when you come out with that on. If you
Yeah.
could, yeah. If
I
you
was
could-
thinking about asking if I could borrow that
Yeah.
for July.
Yeah.
you guys go ahead and get a good start on me. I'll be back bringing up the rear there. It goes with your guitar though, doesn't it, Eddie?
Yep. Autographed guitar. I've got Susie Bogus and Crystal Gale autographed that guitar.
Oh, they did?
I'm saving for the ladies. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, there it is.
You know,
They put that out in the lobby to keep the mice away.
you look like Captain Kangaroo or something. I don't know.
On steroids.
All right, yeah, right after he died. All right. Anyway, did you ever watch that show, y'all, Captain Kangaroo? Who was the guy? The sidekick was
Mr. Green Jeans.
Mr. Green Jeans. Yeah, I don't know if that was I guess it was a national show, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They used to have good things on TV. They don't have anything good anymore. You know what I watched the other day? Today you could not have two shows that were my favorite shows. You couldn't have All in the Family. Never would that show fly. And Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I watched that. I saw a thing of that. It was on my phone. I used to watch it when I first moved to Nashville. And I didn't know anybody, and I was bored and couldn't do anything. But I'd go in and watch Sanford and Son because that was in the late '70s. It was still on TV, and man, he said some crazy things, you know, that were whatever.
That was my big find of the week. I found a 14 DVD set of the Sanford and Son series.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Do it? Keith Horn's around. Hey, Keith, if you're watching, it's Taco Tuesday. Soon as we're done, we're calling you out. So we'll be there about 11:30. We'll be there. So we'll roll in. Taco Tuesday, you know where. Meet us there, Keith. All right. Let's see. Anyway, so it's kind of a whole rock show. September, October, November. I don't know if it's rock, but, you know, Elton John and that sort of stuff. Some of these guys, Elton John guy was here before. He was pretty awesome. He's the guy, right, that's got all of Elton John's old clothes?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, is that a cool thing? Because I don't know that I'd want to wear somebody's old clothes. I mean, I like, you know, I don't know who I like.
Just Mrs. Partridge's.
Yeah, Mrs. Partridge's. Hey,
The impressive thing to me about the Elton John guy is Elton John himself contacted him, and when Elton John was doing his tour, they put some video behind him, and they were doing like different eras of his career, and some of it they didn't have film for, so Elton John hired him to play Elton John
Oh, really?
in the backing video, because he looks that much like him.
wow. So it's,
Yeah.
I got it. Wow. All
So
right.
and that's how he ended up with the clothes too.
Got it. Now, Eddie, have you ever been called to be a second
they
for?
were going to have me do Joe Cocker, and then he died, so it didn't work out.
Okay. I thought they called you maybe for a Tom Cruise movie or something. All right.
I'm in training for the Shania Twain.
Shania Twain. We'll have to have extra security. Where's Mike? We'll have to have extra security that day, Eddie. However, not for her. It'll have to be for us. Anyway, But the country, if you like the country side of things, the Orange Blossom Opry Band will be keeping it country through September, October, and November on Friday Night Live.
Every Friday.
Every Friday night we'll be here, and we'll keep banging out the country music, so we won't go off the cliff. And then Thursdays will be the Laura K Show. So it's really, really exciting for me because, man, it's just a big, how about this for a word from a hillbilly, plethora of music that's going to kind of cover all genres. And so it's awfully exciting to me. Some of that stuff, you know, Elton John's music, I mean, that's almost kind of country, really, some of it.
Yeah.
When I was with the Goldens, we used to play Country Comfort. Go listen to that song sometimes. Good old Country Comfort. That's something we ought to play. We ought to play that. Yeah, Facebook question. Bring it on, Hoss.
JR has asked, has Dave ever played pedal steel guitar?
I've tried, but I've never come across a left-handed pedal steel to actually sit down and like try to learn. But Keith had a left-handed pedal steel, and he plays very good pedal steel.
Question
left-handed.
From us back to JR is, has JR ever had a job?
Right?
Yeah. Just a question back. Well, they don't make left-handed pedal steel guitars.
Not often. I've only ever actually, with my own eyes, I've only ever seen 3.
I don't know that I even have. Keith
And,
said he had one made for him.
Yeah.
And if you guys take those guitars and tip them upside down, if you tip that thing upside down, all you got's a bowl of metal spaghetti.
Speaking of that, yesterday, like I said, Keith and I went running around, not guitar shopping, but just kind of wasting time at the guitar shops. And Keith found this guitar that it was a brand that he'd been looking at for a while, but had never actually seen. So we found one, so he was playing it. And he was talking about how cool it was, and I was shooting a video of it. And the guy from Guitar Center goes, "What am I looking at?"
Oh, really?
Because Keith was playing it upside down. He's like, "Are you playing it upside down?" Keith goes, "Yeah." "What am I seeing?"
Yeah.
It was like he couldn't comprehend that he just took it and
Freak show.
turned it over.
I saw Keith playing a 335, a blue one.
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was the one, yeah.
Oh, man, it was a beautiful guitar. It just, the dude, man, just sits there like it's nothing and just burns, you know, whatever. I hate guys like that. All right, except for you, Keith. We love you. And then already the boss had mentioned to me the Christmas shows. Now, I'm going to try to keep the Christmas shows off the plate, at least during my vacation trip. Because nothing will make you want to drive your motorcycle off the side of a mountain is like thinking about Christmas
In July.
music in July. But we have a name for the show. It's going to be called The Magic of Christmas, and who knows? We'll get here-
Abracadabra.
Yeah, abracadabra. No show. There's your magic. All right. Show up and it's black in here. It's all black with the curtain. We don't have a curtain. I wonder if we ever had a curtain. Hey, Roger, did you guys ever think about having a curtain? I don't think we need one.
We have that red one. That used to
Oh,
be there.
yeah, we had the red one.
He says, "Nah."
No, yeah, you don't really need it. You know, in Vegas, when you play rooms this size, they have a curtain. And if you go to those casinos and stuff, they don't really care about that stuff. You know, they really want you just gambling. And a lot of them have a clock on the floor. And if you're playing your show, doesn't matter where you are, man, those curtains start coming close on you. Just close, because they want the people to come in and think like you're doing something nice for us. We're doing something nice for you now. Go lose some more money on the machines back there, which is what that's all about. Eddie, do you gamble?
A little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
riding that
I'm not
motorcycle.
very good at it.
Riding that Honda's kind of a gamble.
No.
But, yeah, well, yeah, I'm not a gambler. I played so many casinos with both bands, with Sawyer Brown and Confederate Railroad, and I never went down there to gamble. I never did. That just wasn't my thing. Nobody in Sawyer Brown did. A couple of those guys, the drummer in Confederate Railroad always said, "Oh yeah, I hit the machine for a couple $100," but I think he was a liar. So nobody's that lucky. Anyway, so that's what's going on here at the Orange Blossom Opry all year, and I pretty much covered everything. Tickets at oboopry.com, and then download the Orange Blossom Opry app. We'll get on it. I saw our tech guy running around here someplace, so we'll find him. Also, Christmas shows. The Letterman, they're going to come do a Christmas show. The Buzzcats, they're always awesome. Boy, you know, Ricky Sylvia came and did that Jimmy Jimmy James and John.
That was cool, man. That was a
it
good
was,
show.
It was Jim Jones and who was it?
Jim Croce, James Taylor, and
Jesse
Jimmy
James. Yeah.
And Jesse James. What?
Buffett. Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett. But I'd never seen him do anything but that jazz stuff, because Ricky's real good at that. He sings that, "When the shark bites." He's really, really good. Nice fella, too. And then he came in and sang all those other songs. Really kind of impressed me. I didn't know he could do that. And Ultimate Christmas show featuring our boy Cody on December 18th. And then the Let's Hang On guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 outside Christmas shows this year. And the rest.
Well, you missed Ozzie and Harriet Nelson's family Christmas with
Right. Did I miss
Gunnar
that?
and Matt.
Nelsons,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Nelsons, very top. December
Oh,
6th,
yeah.
Pearl Harbor Day.
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about working up a Rick Nelson song. I thought of it the other day. Now I probably can't think of it.
Garden
But,
Party?
No, it's an up-tempo song.
Traveling Man?
What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by. For you, pretty baby, I'd even die. I'm walking. Isn't that Rick Nelson? Yes, indeed. And I'm talking. Sing. You guys.
I think it was a Fats Domino
These
song,
people
but maybe
here have
Ricky
all
did it.
got in here this morning and either taken a bunch of meds or smoked a bunch of pot in the parking lot before they got here. All right, moving along. I don't have anything else to say, and I forgot my phone out here, so we got about 15 minutes left. Yes, ma'am. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Right here. We're good.
Well, I'm Lorinda from Minnesota.
Say your name?
Lorinda.
Lorinda. That's a cool name. Okay,
Thank you.
Lorinda from Minnesota.
So my question is, you guys, we're here a lot, so we see you guys play all the time, and you do so many different songs. How do you remember them all, or do you have like cheat sheets, or how do you possibly remember all that?
Usually, what I'll do, if it's a song we haven't played in a while, before we come on stage, I'll listen to it and refresh my memory, on like signature lines and things like that. Or it's a lot harder when we do it if the key's not the record key.
Yeah.
So, but it's just a matter of memory too. Just got to remember it.
I can lose my keys and forget where they were and lose my phone, can't remember where it is, but I have the candid ability for some reason to remember lyrics to songs. And I can usually, if I say, okay, I'm going to learn this song, I learn it. And then we have to do it a couple times. But like old songs like that, I don't know. I just have that ability to retain that. Like I said, I'm not very smart, and obviously because I'm not very smart, but I have the candid ability to be able to do that. I've always been able to do that. Remember words to songs real well. So I don't know. I think everybody has their own thing. As I watch Keith, if we're learning a new song, he'll have an iPad or a cheat sheet for once or twice maybe, and then bang, you get it. So that's kind of something that comes with, you just learn how to do that.
Now, Randy, we've talked about how Randy's not like a seasoned country drummer. He's a fantastic musician, but he didn't grow up listening to the country music like we did.
No.
So Randy reached charts, and he reached charts on every song, regardless of what it is.
Yep.
So
So if you see Randy playing and looking that way,
he's reading the chart off
He's reading charts. But he doesn't have to sing, so that makes it a little bit different, because you can learn the song probably on your instrument easier than you can remember all the words. Because, you ever hear Dougie sing, what the hell is that song he sings? I've Been Everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you learn a song like that? I've been everywhere. It's got a gazillion words in it. So I don't know. It's just one of the things that that come with the business. You just kind of learn that stuff, I guess. I don't know.
And we're really good at hiding our mistakes.
Yeah. And this band.
Except me, I guess, because Mike always calls me out. He goes, if you wouldn't have done that, we would have never known you made a mistake.
Yeah, well, sometimes guys do that. They go, oh, like that. And this band.
Sometimes their band leader goes, what?
Yeah, I've occasionally looked over and go, what the heck? Yeah, not so much. Mostly for fun. When you play and learn this many songs and play at this level and constantly at it. I was talking to Hobie in Sawyer Brown last week, and we were talking about our band. He said, you guys just play all different kinds of songs. And I said, when I got these guys here, I said, you got to really want to play. I don't call it the downside. I'll call it the hardest part of the job is the material. Constantly either learning new material for you guys on Friday Night Live. Also, Thursday nights have turned into kind of that now too, because I don't want to play the same old songs. So I'm out there digging for old songs that we all know. And then Laura Kay is going to have her people come in, and it's going to be, other songs, other material that we're going to have to learn. And we don't like to go out there and play stuff unless it's really, really good. So we're going to try to execute it as close to perfect as we can. So that's not the downside again. I guess it's just that's the hardest part of the show is the workload of learning so many songs. It's so Hobie and I were talking about that because the guys in Sawyer Brown, they've been playing those same songs for 40 years. And that's what touring bands have, that
luxury,
that we don't have. When you go see even these tribute bands that come in here, they're awesome. And they should be awesome because if they're just doing whatever, pick out anybody, Hotel California. If you're just playing Eagles songs every night of your life, the same songs, you should be awesome. If you're not, you better go do something else. We have to play all different kinds of songs and make them at that level. So it's more difficult for these guys to do that. So that's the answer to whatever that was. I don't know anything else. Oh yeah, here we go, over there.
Well, while Mike's going over there real quick, Sawyer Brown was in Wyoming this past weekend.
Yep, they went out to play for some Chris Ledoux thing?
The very last Chris Ledoux days. Chris Ledoux days, unfortunately, has decided to stop being a thing. And my brother lives in Wyoming. He went and seen, and Shane was very complimentary of our band too. So,
he was?
Yeah, speaking about how well we are doing what we're doing. You know?
Yeah, cool. Yes, ma'am, good morning.
Hi, my name's Dorinda Sears. I live in the Villages, but I escaped California a while back. So my question is, we come here frequently to watch. It's really very much fun. You had a young man here named, I think he's Gage?
Yeah. Gage Bowen, yeah.
Beautiful voice. And I was just wondering, you seem to really enjoy mentoring the young talent that you spot and see might have a good future. I was wondering if that's the result of you passing forward what was once given to you when you first started out your career.
Me?
Did someone mentor you in that way?
Yeah, two guys, Charlie Daniels and Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say mentor because when I was a kid, there was a guy, he's still alive and still a buddy of mine. His name was Butch Heath. And Butch Heath was like the big star in the local area, around the central Michigan, Midland, Saginaw, Bay City area, kind of in the middle of the state. And he had all the outfits and he had all the guitars and they played all the good stuff. And I was a kid and grew up and I watched him and went, man. Eventually I got a job in his band and played in his band. But I think one of the coolest things that you can do, and I give credit for me even being here to Kenny Rogers. If you were at the Sawyer Brown show, they talk about it in their show, and I talk about it all the time. One day my phone rang, and he called everybody in the band. And this is back in 1984, 85, when Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton were the big thing. They were the Taylor Swift or the Garth Brooks, or they were no bigger act out there than they were. And so they gave us an opportunity, because I literally went from playing beer joints and county fairs to my first show was the Tacoma Dome in Oregon, somewhere. Tacoma, Washington. And all of a sudden, 20,000 people, 25,000 people. Holy mackerel. So I give credit to him for helping our band that, everything in this business is a stepping stone. I think if Dave tracks his life backwards as I can do, everything has led to something that led to this, and all of those things. And you ended up here at the Orange Blossom Opry from things in the past. Somehow we all ended up here. And I made the calls to get people here, but something happened to get them on the radar. So I really like helping the kids out. One of the things Roger Byers is they keep that jam thing around is because of that, because it's been a platform to help kids. And I'm all about doing that. We record these kids. We go in and I produce a lot of their stuff, and I don't charge them to do that. I play on their records, but I think that's one of the coolest things about the Orange Blossom Opry, and hopefully that the Laura Kay thing will, instead of having so many people on Thursday nights, there's 20 people or 30 people. Sometimes there's 20 people on the show or 10. Instead of doing that, trying to get a circle of, I don't know how many people, of really good singers and try to get those people up there and going. So, yes, we're all big fans of Gage, and he's a nice young man, too, on top of that. Yeah, so we try to help everybody. I think that's what you do in life. If you don't, you're an asshole. So, I mean, you help people, don't you? That's what you do. If you whatever, I don't know what you do, but somewhere along the line, you've helped somebody do something, whether it's your kid help get a job or whether it's somebody get a job. So that's what we do, is try to tell these kids, come here and play in this beautiful stage. How do you get a chance to play? I mean, not only with the Orange Blossom Opry Band, but look at this place. This thing's awesome. When I was a kid, if you'd have drugged me into a place like this, I'd have gone crazy. I never had those opportunities. Right. I was 13 playing in a bar with this guy named Barney Card, and he's going, here, drink this. Okay. Speaking of drink this, Dangerous found a video of me. It's the only video anywhere ever, because I don't drink. But there's a video of me out there playing when I was drunk, and boy, I don't know how Dangerous found it.
Actually, Charlene found it.
He
so
found it, showed up today. I went, oh, no. Anyway, enough of that.
You can't tell too bad.
Well, I was, whatever. We don't need to talk about that. Is that a
motorcycle rally?
Yeah. Do you know who Geneva is?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, that's somebody we ought to have here, Roger. Geneva's been a friend of mine for a long, long time. And she kind of looks like Elvira with blonde hair, and she looks pretty, I don't want to say rough. She's all bikered out. She's nothing like that. She's the sweetest, nicest girl, very smart. Her husband, Dwayne, is the drummer in her band, but he's also the drum tech out on the Alabama tour right now, doing drums with those guys. But she sings really good, and I'd gone to some biker rally, and for some reason decided to drink. And at that same time, she decided to get me up on stage in front of a bunch of people. So I didn't embarrass myself, but just look close and you'll go, that boy ain't right. So anyway, enough of that. Where are we rolling? We're looking close. Any more questions, anything? Because we're going to close up shop here. Thank all you folks for coming, man. God bless you all for coming out here. I hope you enjoyed that. We just sit here and talk about nothing, and, we make fun of Eddie, but Eddie, we love you, and you know that?
Yeah,
That's right. Eddie, you couldn't run a carnival without Eddie. So he does an incredible. Just to give Eddie credit before we go, when I came here, this place didn't look anything like this. The stage didn't look like this. Out there didn't look like that. Nothing looked like this. The improvements that they've done at the Orange Blossom Opry are unbelievable. And the lights is no different, because Eddie has taken that thing from where it was to a whole nother level. You agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Even since I've been here, with the new stage and everything.
Right. It's been awesome. So, all right, everybody, we got to run. God bless you. Thank you so much. And come see us at the Orange Blossom Opry. You'll be glad you did.